The NNSCRA offline and online racing as best presents Speed World. How'd you like the new intro, huh? Alright, stop number 24 in the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us back to Richmond International Raceway under the lights at the 3/4 mile D-shaped racetrack here in Richmond, Virginia. As we're set for racing here today for 60 laps of action in the Exide Batteries 400. As we have 60 laps of racing for you on tap. And here's your starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole is Joshua Osborne in car number 8, the Snickers Ford. He's flanked by car 52, Seth Cole, in the Isaacs Track Shack Ford. In fact, Fords have the top 3 spots in qualifying because Row 2 has another Ford. It's the points leader, Rafaela Duke, who lost a lot of points at Darlington. And so suddenly now the points battle is a 3-way dogfight now going into this race at Richmond here with 8 races left in the season. There'll be 7 left after this event. And he starts third here today in the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Ford. He's alongside the winner at the first race at Dover, Dylan Young, in car number 2, the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. Next row down is Zachary Fitzwater, defending winner here at this race at Richmond. He starts in 5th position in the Pennzoil Pontiac car 30. And number 83, John Andrews, winner, not yet a winner this season so far. He's not yet a winner in this series. But starting 6th here today, a great qualifying run today. He may be one of the guys to watch here at Richmond. Going through number 4, it's car number 3, Cole Deaver, and car 28, Keith Batson. Deaver's won 3 times this season so far. Batson's won twice. Going through number 5, it's car 71, Charles Sanford, and number 5, Austin Reed. Austin won the season at Watkins Glen. Next row down is Eric Monaco in car number 4, and number 42, Kyle Matthews, the Mellow Yellow Pontiac. Next row down has car number 90, Caleb Fogler, and car numbers 11, Jessica Shelton in the Budweiser Ford. Next row down has car number 94, that is Dylan Potey, and number 98, Ryan Brommer. Next row down is number 21, Sitgo Ford of Quentin Moore, and number 15, Aubrey Scott in the Motorcraft Ford. Next row down is number 6, it is Paul Minnick in the Valvoline Ford, the Daytona 500 champion. And the frustrated Colin Cropley, and I say frustrated because he's been very frustrated in his last few runs in the last few races he's had this season so far, the 25 Kodiak Chevrolet. Next down is number 22, that is Mitchell Hodak, and number 75, Laura Chung, who got her first career victory here in the Cup Series at this track about 3 seasons ago. Next round is number 55. That is Alexander Rowe. He's starting shotgun. He's not actually starting middle pack. Excuse me on that. He's alongside car number 33. Nathan Orman is starting alongside. Next round is number 7, Lyle Austin, and 48, Wes McCoy. Then it's number 43, Mike Becker, and number 17, it is Reggie Fogelman. Next round is number 10, Andrew Miller, and number 68, Ben Cohen. Next round has number 16, Ali Liara. Sorry, and next round alongside of Ali is car number 9, Cody McGurk. Next round is number 26, Tori Gossett in the Quicker State Ford, and number 18, Noah Sewell. Next round is number 1, Trent Dunham, coming from way out back, and beside him number 12, Christian Bracken. And starting shotgun is number 49, Tito McCoy in the Ameritron Batteries Chevrolet. But as we said, of course, that this coming into this race at Richmond, and of course we saw at Darlington how things can change points-wise. Well, Rafaela Duke lost a lot of positions in the late going at Darlington, and thus breathed new life in the points chase from guys like Seth Cole and Joshua Osborne, and to Cole Deaver as well too. So what was looking to be like a darn near runaway for Rafaela Duke is suddenly now turning into a chess game now, points-wise. At least for the time being it is, because you never know how it happens in these final, here in the final 8 races of the season, counting this one here at Richmond. So that all being said here, 37 cars getting ready to start the race here today. And here's the command to fire them up.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Commands been given the party engine for separation here today, and as the pace car leaves the go off of pit road for the pace up, we're going back for a start of the race right after this. Off the fourth turn they come here as the pace car makes the turn off on the pit road. Joshua Osborne and Seth Cole leads into the start-finish line. Green flag flies, and the Exide Batteries 400 is underway. Richmond in previous years can be known as a wreck fest of a track here as they go through turns number 1 and 2 for the first time here today. And turn 2 seems to go, oh, Seth Cole just turned Raphael Duke, the points leader, Cole Deaver! Is also involved in a mess in turns 1 and 2. Actually, LeDuc's the points leader, not Deaver, by the way. And caution flag flies for the first time. We talked about how much of a wreck fest Richmond can be, I should say. Well, there you have it. First lap. Noah Sewell was involved. Deaver was involved. I saw damage to the Quentin Moore car. 21. There's Paul Minnick and Jessica Shelton. Yes, there's a little bit of hood buckle on Moore and Sewell's cars. So caution number 1 flying on lap number 1, and Joshua Osborne just about crossing the start finish line ahead of the pace car. Yeah, I see some scrapes to Deaver's car, and Raphael Leduc for the second race in a row. Maybe in jeopardy of losing a lot of points. And here's what happened through turns number 1 and 2. They got through turns 1 and 2. Dylan Young taps the 52 car of Seth Cole, turns Leduc. There's where everybody else got into each other right there. And there's Austin Reed spun as well too. Then Shelton gets tapped by the 6 car of Paul Minnick. So I saw that yeah, I saw that the 5 car of Austin Reed got turned, but didn't know how serious that situation was. And I think I also saw the 18 car of Noah Sewell get into the end of the pit wall. Let's take a look at what happened from his view. This is going back to the first lap of the race. You saw where everybody else had crashed. Now here comes Sewell. Actually, nobody had hit the end of the pit wall, so it's just Sewell and Lyle Austin getting into each other near the entrance of pit road. So a dust-up happening on the first lap of the race here, and nobody's been knocked out of the race just yet here. Joshua Osborne is your leader, then it's Zachary Fitzwater, Dylan Young, Charles Sanford, and Eric Monaco, the top 5. Back at Richmond International Raceway in Richmond, Virginia here, as we gave you the top 5 already so far, as we're about to restart at lap number 7. 6th position belonging to Keith Batson right now. Caleb Fogler has been moved up in the 7th position. 8th is Alexander Rowe. 9th is Mitchell Hodak. And 10th position is Seth Cole. Dropping back from whence he started in this race here. He has dropped back to 10th position here after him and Dylan Young got together, come off turn number 2 and caused that crash involving Raphael Leduc, Cole Deaver, Jessica Shelton, Austin Reed, and a slew of others. The green flag flies once again, but so far, nobody out of the race just yet. So we'll see how the lap traffic can hinder the leaders as they go through traffic right here. So far, a cleaner start here at Richmond as they come off turn number 4 now. Mitchell Hodak getting by the 4 car of Eric Monaco. Monaco, by the way, looking to make it a Richmond sweep. He won the last time he was here at Richmond. He dominated the first event here. His first of 2 wins so far this season. He also won at Michigan, the first Michigan race of the season. And the yellow flag flies for the second time here today. And it's Christian Bracken and Jessica Shelton once again. Shelton who had been moving her way up in the points. So she had moved her way up into I think 6th position points. No, actually she wasn't that high. She actually had just gotten to the top 10 in the points. But Christian Bracken, the 12 car, well, on the other end, that's another story. Take a look again as to what happened there. The 12 car, Christian Bracken, was right there with Dylan Poteet and Andrew Miller. And Bracken got into Poteet. Here comes Shelton. Looked like she was getting ready to go through it there, and then Bracken just turns right in front of the 11 car and just gets right into everybody else. And so Christian Bracken coming on pit road right now, and he's now the first car out of the event. So Christian Bracken, the 12 car, adding on to his miserable season so far here in season 36 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series, as well. Poteet's dropped to 35th and Shelton in 36th position. So we'll take a break here. We'll be back for the restart right after this. Lap number 10, Joshua Osborne is your leader. Back at Richmond International Raceway, getting set for the restart here. Joshua Osborne, who is coming off of that big victory he had at Darlington in the Southern 500, is leading the event right now here. He also won the second Pocono race this season. Snickers Ford about to lead into the green flag here. Zachary Fitzwater second. Third is Dylan Young. Fourth, Charles Samper and Keith Badson up to 5th position. Then it's Caleb Fogler, Mitchell Hodak, Eric Monaco, Seth Cohen, and Alexander Rowe, the top 10. As we watch Zachary Fitzwater go to the inside of Osborne, trying to take the lead away. And here comes Dylan Young, looking to the low side in number 2 car. Young, the winner of the first race at Dover this season so far in the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. And in fact, we're heading back to Dover, next race on the tour for the Peak Antifreeze 400. Down to turns number 3 and 4 they come right here. You see Tito McCoy getting around Trent Dunham in number 1 car. Kyle Matthews and Ali Liara going in here. In fact, they are almost 3 wide there as Alexander Rowe got shoved to the high side of the track here in car number 42. And you're on board now with Kyle Matthews in car 42, the Nelly Yellow Pontiac. Matthews, one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's event. How fast Kyle does into turn number 1, 141 miles an hour to turn number 1. And down to about 112 off turn number 2. It's down to under 100 miles an hour through the middle of 1 and 2. And down to 100 miles an hour into turns through the middle of turns 3 and 4. And there's our second in-car camera, carried by Zachary Fitzwater, the Pennzoil Pontiac. With our second in-car camera view. John Andrews going by. You see Caleb Fogler, the split car up ahead. Well, now this Purex Harris Teeter car up ahead now. As Andrews goes by, that puts Andrews now 8th in the order, and now Seth Cole goes by in the 52 machine. These ways tries to go by as they are battling for position. And there is Tori Gossett's point of view, the Quicker State Ford. And Tori right now running in 22nd position in the Quicker State Ford. Trying to get by Ali Liara in the 16 machine. Is running 21st right now. Here's a good look at Tori's car. Ben Cohen up ahead. He is running in 18th position. Actually, I think he was. He is 18th position, so I'm not mistaken on where everybody's running right now. Gossett moved up to 20th when he was riding along with her. And now those skull cars side by side right there. That's the 33 car of Nathan Orman and the 1 car of Trent Dunham. Dunham's sort of way back in the back. He's moved his way up to the 16th position right now in that number 1 car, but now look at Colin Cropley go to the low side. Cropley goes back inside, takes position back away from Dunham. So Cropley moves his way back up the 16th position. Now up ahead of him is the 15 car of Austin Reed. He's 15th position right now in that 5 car, excuse me, on that. But now backing up a little bit there, damage and all. He's still running decent at this point. The number 5 machine. Nathan Orman getting a little bit loose right there inside of Kyle Matthews. It's a battle for, let's see what position it is. That is for 12th. Matthews runs 12th. The Orman runs 13th. Now Orman takes 13th position away. Mike Becker right behind in the 43 car runs 14th in the battle again for 15th between Liara and Cropley. And now throw Tori Gossett in there too. Whoa! Gossett almost got into the 25 car shoot and messed with the wrong bull on that one right there with Cropley. And now Becker goes by Matthews now for position. That's for 13th position. And how about giving props to Tito McCoy? How about Tito McCoy? And Tito McCoy started this race 37th and is up to 10th place in that 49 car. I tell you, the McCoy team, they have really found a combination on these machines right there. And so far, the last half of the season has been treating the McCoy team very, very well. Wes McCoy, by the way, right now, he runs at this point in the 21st position as Cole Deaver and Paul Minnick have both now been gone a lap down. So, actually, Deaver's now 2 laps down here. Minnick is 1 lap down, so 36 cars remain, and 34 of them are on the lead lap. And a new leader, Dylan Young, now has the lead in the Exide Batteries 400. Now, after 27 laps of this event, we are almost a halfway point of this event. Osborne second, then Sanford third, Batson fourth, and Mitchell Hodak runs in 5th position. 6th right now belonging to Eric Monaco. 7th is Caleb Fogler. 8th position is John Andrews. Zachary Fitzwater's dropped to 9th, and Tito McCoy, as we mentioned a minute ago, runs in 10th place. Riding with Zachary Fitzwater right now in 8th position as he's gotten by John Andrews now, as we saw him get by the 83 machine. Riding the Pennzoil Pontiac, that was the Michael Waltrip cars in 1992. The year this car set was going to 93, of course, next season. See, Fitzwater speed 100 miles an hour in the middle of turns 1 and 2. It heads into turn 3, 136 miles an hour. Down about, let's see, 103 miles an hour in the middle of 3 and 4. Off turn number 4, he comes right there. Past how fast he goes into turn number 1, 144 miles an hour into turn number 1. His last lap speed, 124.504 miles an hour. So lap speeds here about 125 miles an hour around Richmond. In fact, Fitzwater himself does have the fastest lap race so far, 125.722 miles an hour for the Pennzoil Pontiac, as Fitzwater right now hangs in there at 8th position. Up ahead of him is Eric Monaco in 7th. Fogler right now runs in the 6th position right now. As now Keith Batson's gotten by Joshua Osborne, as has also Charles Sanford. Sanford now up to 2nd place and now trying to catch Dylan Young in number 2 machine. There is Charles in car 71. He's going to be going to the 24 car next season, the DuPont colors. So he'll be reunited back with that ride next season. And for Dylan Young, you'll be seeing him right where he is right now. That 2 car, he'll be back with this ride next season as well too. But right now it's Dylan Young out in front of position here. Take a look where everybody is right now. As Fitzwater is now close up to the back of Eric Monaco. Meantime, battle for 10th between Tito McCoy and Nathan Ormond. Orman up to 11th position right now as Nathan goes into turn number 1, gets teed up with a bumper off turn number 2. Nathan saying, "Out of my way, 49. I'm going to move up to the. I'm moving up to the field right there," and he does, and brings the 43 car of Mike Becker with him. There is the Becker and the Richard Petty cars running in 12th right now. Kyle Matthews 13th, 14th is Ali Liara, 15th right now. Battle for 15th is Ryan Brommer and Ben Cohen, Seth Cole, Colin Cropley, Reggie Fogelman, and the 26 car Tori Gossett running 20th right now. Aubrey Scott up to 21st. Jessica Shelton has moved her way up to 22nd position right now in the Boazzer Ford, trying to pick her way through the field. Jessica, a winner 3 times this season so far. She won at Martinsville. She won the second Talladega race, and she won at Martinsville, Talladega, and she also won at the night race at Bristol. Wes McCoy running 23rd right now. 24th position is not Cole Deaver. He is 2 laps down in 36th position. There's a 24th place car. Lyle Austin in car 7. Austin Reed's 25th, and 3 wide right there. That's Trent Dunham, Alexander Rowe, and Andrew Miller were 3 wide. And now Cody McGurk gets by Andrew in the 10 car. That's Cody in the 9. It's Laura Chung in 75. Noah Sewell, 31st position. 32nd is Poteet. Quentin Moore not having a good day at all in that 21 car, running 33rd right now. And Raphael LeDuc, he is in jeopardy. I think the way it's going right now, because Joshua Osborne and Seth Cole and Joshua Osborne are both running well right now. They are running well right now. They are both they're LeDuc's in jeopardy of losing the points lead. Let's put it that way. There after that little early spill he took in the first lap of this event here. He started this race 3rd position. Is now running 34th. Seth Cole right now is running 23rd. But it's looking to me like Joshua Osborne is getting ready to take the points lead away from Raphael LeDuc after this event, though. So because Osborne, I think, was 2nd behind LeDuc in the points coming into this event. So interesting to see what the points are going to look like heading into Dover next on the tour for the Peak Antifreeze 400 on the high banks of the Monster Mile, which is the second visit here on this track. Dylan Young won the last time we visit the Monster, so it may bode well for the Miller Genuine Draft team. But look at Charles Sanford. He is closing up in a 71 car. He's running in 2nd position and closing fast in that Big Apple Markets Chevrolet. Keith Batson in 3rd position. Joshua Osborne running in 4th. Osborne, I'm sure right now knows that LeDuc is not having a good day right now, and Osborne himself having a pretty darn good day. Osborne's led some laps. So any given event we go to on the Castrol Cup Series Tour, of course, you get 5 points for leading a lap at any given race, and and if you lead the most laps, you get 5 additional bonus points. Mitchell Hodak running solidly in 5th position. The Maxwell House Ford, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be back with this ride next season. Caleb Fogler, and to think he almost got away from this ride early in the season. If you remember, early in the season, Caleb Fogler was running absolute trash in the first part of the season. Had constantly had a lot of problems with this car here. Had runs that should have gone well, but didn't manifest itself into anything great. Well, guess what? Second half of the season, Fogler's car decided to come back to life, starting with his win at the first Pocono event, and he is since running very, very well right now. And right now he's running 6th position here at Richmond, and he is staying where he's at right now. He's got Mitchell Hodak in the sights for a top 5 run possibly here. Zachary Fitzwater, the 6th and 30 car. Well, he won last season in this race. He might not get a win today here. The way it's going at this point, there he might not. But still, he's having a solid run so far in 7th position here. But A late race caution can change everything, though, however. We've seen that plenty of times. And Fitzwater hoping one flies right now, but it's not looking like it right now. Eric Monaco, 8th position is where he's at right now. John Andrews, 9th, and 10th is Nathan Ormond. Taking the Harry Gant colors for a top 10 run here. Mike Becker's 11th. Tito McCoy running 12th. Kyle Matthews 13th. Ali Liara running 14th. 15th is Ben Cohen. Reggie Fogelman running 16th position right now. 17th is Cropley. 18th is Brommer. 19th now is Shelton. And about for 20th between Wes McCoy and Tori Gossett. Doesn't look to me like there was any damage on Shelton's car after the 2 altercations she's gotten into today. Driving like a driver possessed here at Richmond, trying to pick her way through a few more spots. But look at this pack right there. Young and Samper are nose to tail right now for the win here at Richmond. Off the 4th turn they come here. Dylan Young. He has got now 7 laps remaining. And you got 2 cars that are waiting to evade if something happens between the 2 and the 71 cars. That's the cars of Joshua Osborne in the 8 car and the 28 of Keith Batson. Here comes Samper for the lead. Nope. He had to back off because he had to back off. He did not want to spin Dylan Young. So Samper regroups, tries it once again. He goes to the high side now. Off the 2nd turn. And meantime, he's got Keith Batson all over his back bumper in a 28 car. He and Osborne as teamed up to try to team up on those 2 cars up in front. Young has pulled away a little bit right there. Batson a half a second back in 3rd. Osborne about 2/3 of a second back in 5th. Or 6th position, excuse me. I mean, 4th, excuse me. 4th position. 5th is Hodak and 6th is still Fogler, but lap traffic up ahead, that's Dylan Poteet, 94. And let's see how far he is ahead of Dylan Young as we look at the copter cam. There is Poteet in the 94 car. Young in the 2. And now they're in the same shot, so and now Samper loses a spot now to Batson as they come off turn number 2. Samper loses that spot there to Batson. Now he's about to lose one to Joshua Osborne in car number 8. 3rd place for on the battle on your screen. But Batson's running out the time. We're going to see the white flag this time by Dylan Young, the number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. The car nicknamed Midnight, and it is shining brightly under the night skies of Richmond, Virginia as the white flag flies. He won earlier this season at the first Dover event this season, and here it comes to turns number 3 and 4 right now. And the victory lane goes car number 2. Dylan Young wins the Exide Batteries 400 at Richmond. The Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac dominates the day here today at Richmond, Virginia. Or dominates the night, I should say, at Richmond. Keith Batson comes home 2nd position. Joshua Osborne, what the points harvest he's going to get right now with Rafael Leduc not having a good run here today. Osborne comes home 3rd. Charles Samper, it looked like he might have had a shot at taking the win here. He comes home in 4th position. 5th goes to Mitchell Hodak. 6th place will go to Caleb Fogler. 7th to Zachary Fitzwater. 8th, Eric Monaco. 9th goes to Nathan Ormond. And Mike Becker finishes in 10th position. 98.856 miles an hour, the average speed in today's event. So 24 in the books and 7 races left to go in the season here. Dover, Martinsville, North Wilkesboro, Charlotte, Rockingham, Phoenix, and Atlanta. That's the races left on the tour for season 24. Or season 36, excuse me. Duh, what? Where's my brain at? Season 36 position. Season 36 is where we're at here today. Race number 24 is what the race we had just completed here. Rest of the finishing order for you here. John Andrews comes home in 11th position. 12th goes to Tito McCoy after starting 37th. A great day for that 49 team. Ali Liara comes home in 13th position. 14th goes to Kyle Matthews. 15th to Ben Cohen. 16th place goes to Reggie Fogelman. Colin Cropley 17th. 18th Jessica Shelton. 19th goes to Ryan Brommer. And Tori Gossett holds off Wes McCoy to finish in 20th. Wes McCoy 21st, 22nd goes to Aubrey Scott. Lyle Austin 23rd, 24th goes to Austin Reed. Then it's Alexander Rowe, Trent Dunham, Cody McGirt, Andrew Miller, Seth Cole, and Noah Sewell, the top 30 in today's event. So Seth Cole didn't lose many points. So Raphael didn't lose many points to Seth Cole on that one here. Or I should say Seth didn't lose many points to LeDuc, let's put it that way. Well, you know what I mean. Noah Sewell comes on 30th. 31st goes to Quentin Moore and Laura Chung. Dylan Poteet, Raphael LeDuc, the points leader, 34th. Paul Minnick, 35th. Cole Deaver, 36th. And Christian Bracken, the only car out of the event. So 36 cars finished the event here today, and 33 of them finished on the lead lap. So that will do it here today at Richmond International Raceway. Congratulations once again to Dylan Young, the winner of the Exide Batteries 400, his second victory of the season. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got in our races, we got in our races, we got gaming videos, we got in our online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA set the cold desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth Store Sell Cup Series, the main series on his channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth Series, be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out the channel of our race winner, Dylan Young. His channel is X867539858X. Is his channel, the home of the NNSCRA Spectrum Bubble Cup Series. Also subscribe to that channel for some cool stuff as well too. And also subscribe to the channel that he and Kyle Matthews do together. That channel being We the Coasters. If you are a roller coaster / theme park / amusement park fan, then We the Coasters is the channel for you. And also subscribe to that channel for some cool stuff. And also subscribe to the channel you're watching here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, for some cool stuff as well too. So that will do here today at Richmond, Virginia. For now, it's James Coulson in production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 11 years of offline racing. We'll see you at Dover for the Peak Antifreeze 400.